Good morning, cultists. In our previous episode, we left things off after our successful invasion of Egypt, which was obviously our most important war yet. In any case, in between episodes, I have been quite busy doing a lot of research on various things, so I have a fair bit to talk about today. But in the interest of not boring everyone to death, I'm going to break this episode up into several parts. That way I can gather my thoughts in between the parts, but also you can skip this if this isn't your cup of tea. So in the first part, I think we'll talk about the updates that I made to our coat of arms, both our dynasty as well as in the new kingdoms. And in the second part, I'll talk about the counties that I renamed in the Kingdom of Egypt, now known as Kemet. Alright, so on to our first part. Alright, so as I mentioned, I made some updates to our coat of arms, but only for our houses, obviously. So essentially, for most of them, I took the coat of arms of their kingdoms, of their respective kingdoms rather. So, for example, we have Tutapesh here, formerly known as, well, I forget what their house name was before I changed it to Tutapesh, but essentially, the name is basically just, you know, our name, Tutankhamun, mixed with a kingdom name, Apesh, hence Tutapesh, and then I just took the coat of arms of the kingdom and gave it to this guy. It is still kind of weird that he shares the kingdom, I guess. Well, not really, but he shares the rule with his sister, I think, who's of a different house. But so be it, I guess. Sure, I mean, if you guys merge back into House Khamun, I would be ever so grateful, but I'm assuming that's not gonna happen, so yeah. And next up we have Puntanka. Again, a mixture of the Kingdom of Punt as well as Tutankhamun. But, you know, without the Tut part at the beginning. But anyways. So I took the coat of arms of the Kingdom of Punt and put that in their house coat of arms as well. So same thing with Tutankhamun. Mixture of both Tutankhamun and the kingdom name, Ta'ikum. So there you have it. And that's that, I guess. The only one that I actually made a significant difference to is Obakam, this guy. And the reason why I gave him a different coat of arms as well as his own kind of like, I guess, it's not, I mean, I guess the other guys kind of get their own names too, but with this one I kind of paid more attention to his actual culture, which is Yoruba. And in the Yoruba language, Oba means king. So I decided to incorporate that into his new house, and yeah, there you have it. Sorry if I'm not really explaining this very well, but the coat of arms is essentially... So I actually kind of like the design that he had for his house coat of arms before, which was basically just this pattern. There's something about this pattern that I really like, so I decided to keep it, and I wanted to honor his Yoruba heritage. I guess this is more the religion, Orisian, I think, Orisan, sorry, than it is the culture. But I couldn't find anything else to really highlight his Yoruba heritage, as it were. Yeah. I did some reading onto the Yoruba culture, and from what I understand, the Yoruba people are known for their exceptional craftsmanship, both in metalworking as well as like clay stuff. So I thought a intricate looking clay mask with our dynastic sons for eyes, which hopefully don't look too comical, would be a good idea, but yeah, I don't know. And obviously, I get it, you know, some of these maybe not as inspired as others, but I didn't want to spend like several days working on these coat of arms, because yeah, coming up with completely new ones was quite a task for me. So I didn't want to spend too much time and effort on that. So there you have it. And I apologize if the names sound stupid too. I mean, listen, for the amount of effort that I was willing to put in, I did my best, all right? I hope that's not too dismissive of everything, but honestly, for the amount of effort that I was willing to put in, I did my very best. So there you have it. I hope this is to your liking. If not, then whatever. I don't really give a flying fuck. So there you have it. So I think that's the dynastic coat of arms. Let's talk about the kingdom coat of arms that I made. And we will start off with Sao here. So Sao, I like the pattern of the original kingdom coat of arms, which was basically the thing without the head, essentially the mask and the sun, essentially. It looked like it was kind of more involved, I guess you could say. So I decided to keep that. But I did some digging into the Kingdom of Sao. So there isn't an actual kingdom named the Kingdom of Sao. But there is a Sao civilization, also called So, that flourished in Central Africa from around the 4th or 6th century BC to as late as the 16th century AD. So it's a civilization that's been around for a very long time. The Sao lived by the Chari River basin in the territory that later became part of Cameroon and Chad, and they are the earliest civilization to have left clear traces of their presence in the territory of modern Cameroon. So yeah, they've been around for quite some time there. Others, so I'm just basically reading this off Wikipedia, and I wanted to get some inspirations as to what the Sao kingdom or the civilization was about, and what I could do to kind of highlight their accomplishments and things that they're known for, and also get some inspiration as to how we should rename them. So let me just kind of read through some of the excerpts here. It has been suggested that the Sao were descendants of the Hyksos, who conquered ancient Egypt, that they moved south from the Nile Valley into Middle Africa under pressure from invaders, or that they originated in the Bilma Oasis north of the Lake Chad. However, a more widely accepted theory is that the Sao were simply indigenous inhabitants of the Lake Chad Basin, and that their ultimate origins lie south of the lake. So the Hyksos are quite important in ancient Egyptian history, because not only did they conquer a significant portion of ancient Egypt, but they were also, well, I mean, I guess they were kind of mentioned a few times in ancient Egyptian texts and whatnot. But I believe they were more in the Levant area. So they're more in the, I guess, Jerusalem area, if I'm not mistaken. At least that's kind of what the historians believe. Also, let's see. Sao artifacts show that they were sophisticated. They were a sophisticated civilization working in bronze, copper, and iron. Finds includes bronze sculptures and terracotta statues of human and animal figures, coins, funerary urns, household utensils, jewelry, highly decorated pottery, and spears. So the reason why I talk about the terracotta statues is because that's the inspiration behind the mask here. It's not to just use a mask that kind of looks like it would be from this part of the world, but really to highlight the terracotta artwork that they were able to make. So if you look up the Sao civilization on Wikipedia, one of the photos that you'll see is a terracotta statuette made by the Sao civilization. And that's kind of what I wanted to emulate with this. Obviously, I couldn't find anything that looked exactly like the terracotta statue photo that they have, but so be it. So the other terracotta stuff that I wanted to talk about was in the context of... Sorry, I don't really know where I'm going with that sentence. And I'm kind of reading through this another excerpt, but I don't think that's super as relevant. Okay, so just in case you don't want to do some research and you just want to hear me talk about this, I will mention this this thing. The Sao people possessed considerable political and artistic genius. Sorry, this is an excerpt from a book written by G.T. Stride. Gotta be said, great name. Not sure if it's a great name for a historian, but great name for a race car driver, right? GT Stride, like, geez. Good grief, man. Anyways, the Sao people possessed a considerable political and artistic genius. Although they never combined effectively to form an empire, they developed city-states which were centers of intense local patriotism. Each city was surrounded by strong defensive walls and dominated the life of the surrounding countryside, which it both protected and governed. Government was by an elaborate hierarchy, headed by a divine ruler, etc., etc. Women occupied a respected position in society, and the queen mother and the senior sister of the ruler, exercised considerable political influence in the government of the states. So it sounds like it's a matrilineal society, which is interesting. Or matriarchal society, my bad. So the Sao people were mainly settled farmers, but among them were craftsmen of considerable industrial and artistic merit. They were able to work with both clay and metals to manufacture household utensils, tools, and works of art for religious purposes. Impressive objects found by the archaeologists include burial urns and figures of animals and human beings, both in clay and bronze, and etc., etc. Oh, so the Sao oral histories add further details about the people, and this isn't part of the excerpt. The Sao were made of several patrilineal clans. I thought it was more matrilineal, but I guess it's patrilineal. Clans who were united into a single polity with one language, race, and religion. In these narratives, the Sao are presented as giants and mighty warriors who fought and conquered their neighbors. Okay, so very long story short, sorry about the jibber jabber there. But I wanted to provide a sufficient amount of a backstory and background of the Sao civilization, and why I wanted to give these guys this name that I want to give them. But the way that I see it is their terracotta stuff, and also the fact that they were mighty warriors, aka giants. So I decided to look up how the ancient Egyptians would have said something. Okay, you know what? I don't know how to do this right, so let me give them the name first. Ta Sinimsha. There you go. Ta Sinimsha, which is ancient Egyptian. I think, at least to the best of my knowledge. There's no actual name that goes by this, so I don't know if I just made this up. I don't know if this is correct or not. But Ta Sinimsha should broadly translate to land of the clay warriors. So Ta is obviously land, or land of. Sin, I believe, is ancient Egyptian for clay, and Umsha is ancient Egyptian for soldier or warrior. Hence the name Ta Sinimsha, land of the clay warriors, because of their awesome, I guess, military prowess, as well as their terracotta stuff. So there you have it. And adjective will be, oh, sorry, bumped my mic there. Maybe I'll just go Sinimshan, like this. Yeah, you know what? I think Sinimshan is fine. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so Ta Sinimsha and Sinimshan. There we go. Nice. Sorry about that. That took a lot of talking about. Okay, so on to the kingdom of Igbo Benu. So I did some digging into the pronunciation of the word Igbo. There's apparently a misconception that it's pronounced Igbo. It's not quite Igbo. It's also not quite the way that I've been pronouncing it, Igbo. It's more... So I actually watched a video several times on how to pronounce this, and this was from someone who actually speaks the Igbo language. So the way that she taught it was the G is not actually silent. The GB part of Igbo is meant to be pronounced like the GB part of tugboat, like buh, I think. So I think it's supposed to be like a mixture of Igbo and Igbo, like more like Igbo, or something like that. I apologize if I'm still butchering it, but from the research that I've done, the general consensus among the people who speak the Igbo language is that the G is not silent. Igbo apparently means door in the Igbo language, is from what I've understood. So there you have it. In case you were ever curious about how to pronounce this, I'm fairly certain I'm still getting it wrong, but I think it's more along Igbo. So there's still a slight G in it, but it's supposed to be somewhat indiscernible. And I think the misconception came from the fact that the missionaries that initially landed here didn't really know how to interpret that sound, so they just wrote it as Igbo. But yeah. Anyways, on to the kingdom itself and the admittedly rather horrendous coat of arms that I've designed for them, at least in comparison to some of my other works. Okay, so the Igbo Benue kingdom. There wasn't a kingdom named Igbo Benue, unfortunately. So this is another one of those made-up kingdoms by Paradox, which is fine, because, you know, you can't really expect them to not have anything here, right? But, there is a kingdom that happened around here a little bit after our time right now, known as the Kingdom of Nri. Oh, so, so this is essentially modern-day Nigeria, these two kingdoms, Yorubaland and Igbo Benue. Essentially, because there were two significant cultures, Yoruba and Igbo, I decided to have this one kind of go more tailored to the Igbo side of things. Because, sorry, let me backtrack a little bit. So, ancient Egyptian times, there was a civilization or kingdom around this area known as the Nok civilization that was fairly significant and may have been the precursors to, I believe, the Yoruba, if I'm not mistaken. But because it's not the Igbo people, it's the Yoruba people that had the Nok, that was, I guess, more attributed to the Nok civilization, or, you know, vice versa or whatever. I'm fumbling over my words, and I apologize for that. But anyways, I decided to go with a kingdom that was more the Igbo people than the Yoruba people, which is the Kingdom of Nri, which unfortunately didn't happen until 1000 AD, I believe. So it's a little bit after our time, but, you know, we did the same thing with Damat, basically, as well as, I think, some of the other places too. So I figure, why can't we do that with Igbo as well? So there you have it. Oh, I guess I kind of gave away the name that I wanted to give before I did this. Anyways, the Kingdom of Nri was a medieval polity located in what is now Nigeria. The kingdom existed as a sphere of religious and political influence over a third of Igbo land, and was administered by a priest king called Eze Nri. The Eze Nri managed trade and diplomacy on behalf of the Nri people, a subgroup of the Igbo-speaking people, and possessed divine authority in religious matters. The kingdom was a haven for all those who had been rejected in their communities, and also a place where slaves were set free from their bondage. Nri expanded through converts, gaining neighboring communities' allegiance, not by force, interestingly enough. Nri's royal founder, Eri, is said to be a sky being that came down to Earth and then established civilization. One of the better known remnants of the Nri civilization is manifested in the Igbo Ukwu artifacts. Nri's culture permanently influenced the northern and western Igbo, especially through religion and taboos, which I thought was also interesting. The kingdom appears to have past its peak in the 18th century, encroached upon by the rise of the Benin and Igala kingdom and after the Atlantic slave trade, but it appears to have maintained its authority well into the 16th century, and remnants of the Eze hierarchy persisted until the establishment of colonial Nigeria in 1911, and represents one of the traditional states within modern Nigeria. So yeah, all in all, a lot of things seems to kind of line up with our own history as well. You know, Eri being the founder of basically everything, including our dynasty and all that jazz. But yeah, I obviously they weren't Nubian, they weren't Zagawa, they were Igbo, and hopefully maybe Asim here will convert to the Igbo culture as well. But I don't know. I mean, so far it seems that the AI's been reluctant to convert the culture of the locations that they're in, interestingly enough, but maybe he'll actually convert to the culture, because I've seen that happen a few times, I think. Anyways, you'll be renamed to Nri, and I guess adjective will be Nurian? I don't know if Nurian is perfect, but you know what, that's fine. Yeah, let's go with that. Kingdom of Nuri. Fantastic. And of course, last but not... Oh, shit. Damn it, I just did a reveal. Damn it, I spoiled it. Okay. Anyways, on to the last coat of arms. The Kingdom of Kemet. Where would we be without Egypt, right? And what better coat of arms to give to Egypt than obviously the Ankh. That's right, Kemet. The Ankh. Look at that. Looking pretty fantastic, gotta say. The Ankh with obviously our dynastic sun in the background. I mean, do I really need to justify any of this? No. No, I don't. It's the Ankh. I mean, it's ancient Egypt. The Ankh was one of their most holy symbols. Come on. And, before anyone, like, says, like, oh, wow, you made an Ankh, big deal. Okay, so, I realized that I could have, let's see. I realized that I could have, done this, where I, is it Faith? It might not be Faith. Is it crosses and knots? Okay, so there's this thing here. Maybe you're wondering, oh, why didn't you just use this? Why did you make a custom thing? So this is, after some research, known as the Crux Anasta, and is actually a Christian symbol, not an ancient Egyptian one. The biggest difference is, of course, the fact that the circular thing on top is a perfect circle in the Crux Anasta, whereas with the what was it? Ankh, it's an oval, and that's the important distinction there. Yeah, so I think the Crux Anasta may have been somewhat inspired by the Ankh, but it's not the same thing. So yeah, there you have it. So that's why, to me, it's a bigger deal, and why it took more work than it really should have. But yeah, that's our coat of arms there. Okay, so I will also add Kemetic, or make our adjective Kemetic, sure. And I think we'll make this our primary title now, right? Yeah. Alright. Hey, look at that. I might change the color a little bit, but yeah, I think that's good for now. Great. Okay, so... Oh. That unfortunately doesn't fit quite as well. It's gotta be said. It looks quite centered and nice here. But it doesn't seem to look all that nice on the flag itself. Like, it's perfect. Could be higher up. Could be a little bit higher up here as well. Not great. Oh, well, anyways. Let's move on to our second part. The renaming of the counties in the Kingdom of Kemet. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, on to the second part. So, in this part, we'll talk about the counties that I renamed in the Kingdom of Egypt. I wanted to essentially, because I know a lot of the names were, I guess, renamed to Arabic, I wanted to kind of go back to the old ways, I guess you could say, and give them the names of our ancient ancestors, etc., etc. So I did my best to research what the names were before they were renamed into either Greek or Arabic. I did my best. Obviously, I couldn't find the information on everything, and I think there were also parts of the New Kingdom, I guess, the new Arabic version, that weren't part of the ancient Egyptian one, or at least from my limited knowledge and research, in any case. Anyways, let's dive right in. So, first off, we have the county of Al-Buhaira, now known as the county of Quito. I believe this is the name of this county before it was renamed to Al-Buhaira. At least I think. Let me make sure that I have the thing right here. Oh, I guess I don't have the, Oh no, so Quito is also known as Rosetta, but Rosetta was the name that was given by, I believe, the French, so I decided to not go with that, and this is where the Rosetta Stone was found, apparently, so that's its historical significance. What else? So next up we have Kasut, which was formerly known as Al-Garbia. So this one I think I had the hardest time finding any information on, because, well, I don't know why, but it just was very difficult to find any information on what Al-Garbira was known as before it was renamed. Some of the other ones, it just straight up said, oh, this is known as like whatever back in ancient Egyptian times, but not so much with Al-Garbira. Garbia, sorry, I keep mispronouncing it. Oh, so something else that I did was recognizing full, okay, maybe I'll talk about that once we actually get to a part where it's more relevant, because I'm not entirely sure if this is ancient Greek or not. I also tried to rename the actual holdings themselves if I could find the information on them, but some of them I couldn't, obviously, so yeah. Damietta is now known as Tamiat, which is admittedly fairly close to Damietta. So yeah, that's Damietta, or formerly Damietta, now Tamiat. And then Sharkia is now known as Perbast. So this one I'll talk about why the holding is different from the holding name is different from the county name. So Perbast is, I believe, one of the primary locations where they worshipped Bastet. It's known as the cult center of Bastet. And Perbast, I believe, is just ancient Egyptian for like city of Bast or something, at least, I think. And Bubastis is the Greek name that was given to Perbast. This is, I believe, during the Ptolemy period, where they renamed a lot of ancient Egyptian stuff to be Greek. So what I did was, in cases where the, I guess, Greek name is more famous or more well known than the ancient Egyptian name, I decided to give the county the ancient Egyptian name and the holding the Greek name. So that way we have a kind of like mixing of both worlds in a way, but also it's because the county is, above the holdings themselves. I wanted to honor that with our ancient Egyptian ancestors, naming convention for these things. So that's the general formula that I followed for renaming this stuff. So Cairo, obviously, we kept the same. Now, what I found interesting was that there's no mention of Memphis in this game, like at all. Like, where's Memphis? Memphis is one of the most important cities in ancient Egyptian history. So it's supposed to be around here, but I guess it kind of makes sense that it's not there also, because, then Cairo might be even more overpowered as a county, but I don't know. I feel like it's a bit of a lost opportunity that we don't have Memphis, which is around here, but whatever, that's fine. The holding of Giza, which was known as Gizeh, I've renamed to Giza, because I don't know, I'm guessing Gizeh was maybe the Arabic distinction for it or something, but anyways, I didn't rename the county, so moving on. We have Shedet, which was formerly known as Fayum. Shedet is, in the Greek version, is known as Crocodilopolis, and that is, I believe, the cult center of the god Sobek. One of my favorite ancient Egyptian gods, simply because he's a crocodile, and I fucking love crocodiles. But anyways, that's Shedet, aka Crocodilopolis. And moving on, we have Medjed. So Medjed apparently is a type of fish. I did not know this. Let me do some more digging into this. But also the holding name is Oxy. Good. Fun. Cran. Tol. So. Jan. Cross. Klatu. Barata. Nikto. I don't fucking know. Alright. I mean, come on. Oxypolis. There, I'm gonna call it Oxypolis. I don't fucking know, but apparently it means sharp-nosed. And yeah, it was formerly known as Permedjed. So, as I understand it, the Medjed is a species of elephant fish, which I had no idea was a thing. I mean, it's such a weird-looking fish. Just fucking look it up. Elephant fish. It's this fucking goofy-ass fish with, like, fucking skirts for, like, a dorsal and, like, ventral fin or whatever. And, like, oh, man, I should know all this shit. I did, like, I fucking took all these courses. I feel bad. Oh, all my university education just out the fucking window. Anyways, a medjed is a species of elephant fish, apparently. I had no idea. I thought it was something else, but there you have it. Wait. Wasn't there like a section in Persona 5 where they were, where there's the hacking group known as Medjed, or was that something else? It wasn't the Medja, I know that much. I think it was Medjed. I guess they named themselves after a fish. Anyways, sorry, vague Persona 5 reference aside. Yeah, so there you have it. And that's the Greek version of the name. At least before it was renamed to something else, which it is now. But, or is it known as Albanasa? No, never mind. I think that's something else. Yeah, anyways, sorry. Moving on. So that's Banasa is now known as Permedjed. And then south of that we have the county formerly known as Ushmun, now known as Kemenu or Chemenu. I don't know how to it could be wrong. I could be wrong about that. It could just be Kemenu or something. Anyways, Kemenu, also known as Hermopolis. Anything interesting about Hermopolis? Also known as Hermopolis Magna, I guess? Sure. It's a provincial capital since the Old Kingdom of Egypt. Hermopolis developed into a major city of Roman Egypt and an early Christian center from the 3rd century. So Kemenu in the ancient Egyptian language means 8 town after the Ogdoad, a group of 8 primordial deities whose cult was situated there. So, yeah. Interesting stuff. And I don't mean that, like, facetiously. I mean, like, all of these places I could spend, like, days reading up on and all that shit. But I shouldn't, because that's essentially what I have been doing already. Sorry about that. Anyways, Asyut is now known as Zoti. Had to do a bit of a double take with this one. At least I think that's what it's known as. But yeah. It's the cult center of Anubis as well as Wepawet. Interesting. I did not know that part. I guess it would make sense because Anubis is thought of as the father of Wepawet. Oh wow, so interesting that this isn't a holy site for us. Interesting. Paradox. Interesting that this isn't a holy site. I mean, the town itself is known as Lycopolis, which is, I believe, the city of wolves. Wow. I just realized how relevant that is to us now. Because Wepawet is a wolf god. Interesting. Anyways, south of that we have the county formerly known as Kos, now known as Thebes, with, of course, the most important, one of the most important cities of ancient Egypt, Luxor and Karnak. And I just kind of reasonably assumed that they were known, that these are Luxor and Karnak. I should have actually maybe done some more research on that. I apologize. I know it's kind of weird that I've done some research on some stuff, but also not as much on others. But yeah, I don't know if it's... Oh, you know what? That's actually right, because I think this was known as Qasr before, Qasr, and I think that's what the Arabic name is. But yeah, that's meant to be Luxor, and that is the Temple of Karnak. Wait, oh, shoot. Never mind. I think Karnak might actually be the Arabic name. Oh. Did I err? I may have erred. In case I'm wrong about this, I will do some more research and try to find out what the ancient Egyptian name for Karnak was. I thought that was the ancient Egyptian name. Which was originally derived from Arabic Kurnak, which means fortified village. Huh. Maybe it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things where it was originally called Karnak and then the Arabic dudes who settled or took it over renamed it to something else and then it got renamed again. I don't know. But I know Karnak's a fairly important name in the context of Egypt, so yeah. Anyways, that's that. And then there's also Mios Hormos. I don't know why I kind of said that in a more Spanishy kind of way, but anyways, that's that place there. Apologies. Shoot. Do I need to do some more research on this as well? I don't think so. I can't even find that on Wikipedia here, on the list that I have. Anyways, that's that. And then Aswan is now known as Swenet. Swenet is... What is super important about Swenet? Well... Aswan is the ancient city of Swenet, later known as Sayen, maybe? Which in antiquity was the frontier town of ancient Egypt facing south. Swenet is supposed to have derived its name from an Egyptian goddess with the same name. I had no idea that it was named after a goddess. But there you have it. Another, I guess we could also rename this to be Elephantine, because I believe that's where the island of Elephantine was. And it's a fairly important island in that it's, I think, a cult center of something else, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I didn't know. I don't know if maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll just at least rename this to Swenet, if not Elephantine. I like Elephantine as a name though. Swenetin? I don't know. There you have it. So yeah, that's Swenet. Okay, well I think that's about every county that I've been able to rename. If you do some research on your own or whatever, and you find a discovery, and you discover that I've either made a mistake or I missed a place or whatever, please do let me know. I am very eager to find out more about the ancient history of all these places and the names that they were given by the ancient Egyptians. So if you can help me do some more research on that, that'd be great. If not, like, don't worry about it. Like, I'm not giving you any homework or anything. If you can find any information on that, then I will, you know, also kind of like do my own research, I guess. You know what? I might just do my own research on it rather than relying on any comments and stuff. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll just do my own research and make sure that I've got everything all nailed down. But I think that's about all the renaming stuff that I've done. So yeah, alright, well, I think that's our 2 introductory sections done for this episode. So I guess when we come back, we'll actually start playing. I think, maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we're back. Sorry about the extremely lengthy jibber-jabber parts, but I wanted to provide more background into some of my decisions and whatnot. In any case, I believe we have some unfinished business in the form of finally hybridizing our culture, but and you're going to hate me for this. I think I might actually delay this because I was looking around in between episodes and I noticed something. We have 5 out of 6 max cultural traditions, and I believe with every advancement of our technological age, we might be able to pick up a new tradition or something. So I realized this when I was looking around in between episodes on what to do with our new traditions and whatnot. And I noticed that we could pick 6 traditions as opposed to the 5 that I was familiar with before. And I noticed that Mubarazun and Desert Rabats are fairly similar. Now, I don't know if Desert Warrior will give us the same, I guess, extra commander traits or whatever. Because you notice the 3rd bullet point, some commander traits and personality traits have extra drawing terrain bonuses. I don't know if these are the same overlap, but I feel like it's a little redundant to have both. So I was thinking that maybe we'll pick one or the other. But if that's the case, then do we want Strong Believers or Dexterous Fishermen or Xenophilic? I wasn't really feeling any of those, because I don't think we need to be... I mean, sure, roleplay-wise, we, I guess, would be Xenophilic, because we do like those other cultures and whatnot. Dexterous Fisherman, I don't know if would be super great. I don't know if that's super relevant for us. And Strong Believers, I don't know. I mean, it could be a take it or leave it kind of thing, but our, you know, campaign hasn't really been about the faith so much as it has been about the culture stuff. So I was thinking we would instead of, and this is why I wanted to hold off on the cultural hybridization, I wanted to propose the possibility of reforming our culture and picking up a new tradition. And I was looking around, I noticed that we have the capacity to take on recognition of talent. This one has kind of fascinated me because something that I've been trying to do more often in this campaign is managing my courtiers in the form of not just arranging marriages and bringing in new talent and stuff, but also looking for prisoners who would be able to work for us in a... that would benefit us. Sorry if I'm stumbling over my words. So I thought maybe it would be great if we could pick up this tradition. Now, it does mean that we'll have to hold off on, hybridizing our culture for the next 5 years, but I figure that's okay. Yeah. Because it's no super rush, right? At least I don't think so. Otherwise, I don't know if there's anything else that we would be able to pick up right now. Obviously, there are some pretty interesting things, and eventually I would like to kind of play around with more cultural traits in future campaigns, but I think for now, yeah. Let's pick up, recognition of talent, because I've been doing that more often in this campaign as well, the whole recruiting prisoners and granting pardons and whatnot. And that way we can also gain strong hooks, so maybe that can synchronize, or... Synchronize? What's the word I'm looking for? Synergize. Synergize well with the stewardship perk of getting people to pay for their hooks and stuff. Yeah. So then after we pick that up, I think we can hybridize with the Egyptians and then just pick either Desert Rabats or the other one. I forget, Mubarazun, I think. Yeah. Alright, so let's go for it. And if we do that, then we won't have enough prestige to be able to make the Empire title, but that's fine because I want to fix a few things before we make the Empire and all that jazz too. So I need to, first off, grant independence to these guys, but before I do that, I want to fix a few of their messed up things. So let's go ahead and pick up recognition of talent. And that'll take about 5 years, that's fine. Can we... I guess we should host a feast, shouldn't we? Yeah. Because we're not super tight on cash, and we only need 1,200 ducats to be able to make the Empire title, so we're fine. Yeah, let's hold that feast, because we need that prestige. Okay, so a couple things that I want to fix is first this. We're still fabricating a hook or a claim on Wandala. And once I take this, I'm hoping I can give this away to him. But also, I want to fix this issue that's now developing. But before I do that, I want to take her county here. So it's a lot of things that I want to get done. But before I do that, I need to sort out the whole mess with this. So let's go ahead and first move our capital to Cairo. Sure. And then I'm actually waiting for some people to respond to invitations before I give some of these away. Yeah, because I'm thinking I can actually give Sinai away to that Asenath girl. I forget where she is. I think she's kind of on her way to our court, so we'll wait for her to arrive first before I start giving away any of these holdings and all that jazz. Alright, sir. You have been recruited. Please convert. Thank you. And our feast has begun. There we go. Asenath, welcome. And you just arrived today. Oh, no, yesterday. My bad. Okay, so I'm thinking we'll give Asenath the Duchy of Sinai. And then maybe some of the other places will have someone else hold on to temporarily, at least. Alright, Asenath. I will give you Farama, I think. That's the capital of Sinai, yes? Yes, it is. And once we, I think, flip our culture, she should most likely flip with us, I think. Right, Farama is yours. Fantastic. And of course, I will give you Sinai and that place too. Yeah, that's good. There you go, enjoy. And you can distribute those cities however you want. Hopefully to people of your culture and religion, or whatever, I guess. Okay, let me now give away the city holdings. To local Egyptian, yes? Or do we go with Nubawa? I think the city holdings, it doesn't really make a difference in terms of cultural acceptance, right? Let me try Nubawa and see if that makes any... Oh. Why do I have a strong hook on this guy? Interesting. Do I know you? No. Weird that you have a strong hook. Alright. That's unexpected. Wait, hold on. So, cultural acceptance? No, still the same. Okay, cool. Yeah, and that's, so I guess the minor holding titles don't make a difference in terms of, culture and whatnot. So I guess it's... I mean, I guess it's fine either way, right? Have a higher opinion, but they have better cultural acceptance. I mean... doesn't really make much of a difference, though. Because I'm guessing they'll eventually flip with me, unless maybe they have a major issue with me, but I don't think they do. Okay, but they also won't have the reduced popular opinion, so maybe that'll cause less rebellion and such. I don't know. I don't think it really matters too much. Like I said, this is minor holdings, so yeah. Hopefully it won't make a lick of difference. Alright, and I guess since we have a fair bit of money... Oh, no, that's Bubastis. Don't want to give that away. Let's also start, yeah, making some upgrades here, because... Wait, that's our capital, yes? What the hell did I just do? Oh, no, it's in Cairo. Never mind. And that's our capital, yes. Great. Giza, maybe we should also... Mudbreak Towers? Get the fuck out of here. Farms and fields, please. Oh, okay, so... No farms and fields there. That's fine. Oh, no, no, no. What am I doing? What am I doing? And Shadet will also keep as well. Really? Damn it. Alright, fair enough. Building farms wherever we can. Including Tamiat. Great. So hopefully that'll increase our income. And I now need to give away all of our old holdings, unfortunately. Yeah. Let's start with the more extraneous ones, like these ones. Zagawa, sure. Yes. Ushara, we also don't need this. Local Nubian. Posti, don't need that either. Fantastic. Oh. I see. Well, that's unfortunate that you already have a family. I think the other places are all holdings that we want to hold on to. Yeah. Except for... yeah, I guess we don't need to hold on to these, because they're not holy sites. Yeah, that's fine. And I think we'll just give this to a local Egyptian. Yes, to increase our cultural acceptance. Great. That one will also go to someone else. As well as this one. Great. Anyone important that I should be aware of? I don't think so. Siwa will give away. Sure. This will give away as well. Alexandria, I want to hold on to if we can, but depending on how much our domain limit is by the time that we're done with this, I might not. Yeah, so we're gonna take a bit of a big pay cut once we give away these counties, because yeah, they're making us a lot of money. I guess I can hold on to it until maybe we absolutely need to give them away, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be that far off from now, so you might as well now before I forget. Yeah, sure. I guess I could have also given them away to older folks. It's fine. It's fine. Man, all that money and effort poured into them, and then we just give them away. Oh well. It's all good. Okay, so we're still a couple over our domain limit, unfortunately. Maybe I can just give away Alexandria to an old lady. And then... yeah, just go from there. What? No, I said oldies, damn it. Miss, are you notable anyway? Your health is poor, so she might most likely die sometime soon, which is fine by me. Yeah, let's give it to her. Sounds great. Good. Okay, now one more county. But they're all holy sites, though. I don't want to give any of them away. You know what? We'll just be one over our domain limit for now. That's fine. Okay, now you. I want to help you with this. Obviously, if I ask her to stop, I don't think she's going to. Maybe I'll try paying her a little bit, though. Yeah. And then stop vassal war. Hopefully she'll accept it, but if not, that's fine. Because I'm thinking maybe we'll enforce a divorce and then get him hitched to, or at least betrothed to my granddaughter, Hathor. And then... yeah, I guess because we can just eventually break off the betrothal, but I want to deal with her first. Because I want to make sure that he gets that county. Sure, why not? Alright, angry sweaty dudes. 40 days. Damn, really? 40 days? Okay, 100 ducats. I'm okay with that. Yeah, sure. Sounds great. So that way I don't need to... oh, I guess I don't need to enforce that divorce anymore. And I guess our feast is going off raucously. Do we want either of these chuckleheads to pay us money? Ooh. We could get him to pay us. 100 ducats to me. Loses 20 opinion. Closer to becoming a rival. That's fine. Yeah. And also, didn't we get a new book? What? What? Oh. Our court changed. I see. Well, I guess, oh. I thought it was tied to our culture and like our architecture, but I guess maybe because we moved our location? Or is it that they actually have different architecture because this is like Arabic or Abbasid? And we are African in that. Oh man, I actually really like the throne room of the old one. I mean, I guess the lighting does look kind of more natural here-ish, but I don't know. I like the hardwood flooring and all that stuff. Oh man. Can we change it back without having to change our thing? Unbelievable. Alright, so yeah, Tulin Romance. Obviously, it's supposed to be a Egyptian version of a Deutsches Liebe, maybe? I don't know. Do we want to have that instead of Nubawa court politics? Wait, what book stuff do we have? And also... type, maybe? We have... I guess we don't really need prayers for the Kushite. Oh, they're pretty much... Oh, right, they are the same. Gotcha. Alright, so instead of the... prayers for the Kushite, let's have Tulin Romance. Sure. And I think that's good. Okay, also, I suppose maybe we can increase this to increase our... our prestige gain and all that jazz. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. Oh, unfortunate, but oh well. And you're organizing the army. Okay, so that's not gonna be reduced anymore. Gotcha. What? Okay, so they've been boning on the regs. Great, thank you. I don't care. The innuendo. This again. Alright, sure, I guess maybe... Oh. Let's not be rivals here, Kaba. I mean, you are my son, so I would rather not have to hate you and plot your downfall and eventual death. Man, they're making us spend a lot of money. Alright, fine. We'll fight the thirst. Sure. Hey, we finally become an eager reveler. Great. Fantastic. Glad that worked out. And there we go. Okay. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about this. What a marvelous feast that was, with the promised feast to Chieftain Gwele still fresh in the memories of those who attended that day. The attendees to my feast are ecstatically singing my praises. I felt drunk on happiness as people cheered and worshipped at my feet. An additional benefit of keeping my promise to Gwele was that all those who attended are speaking highly of my court. Aw, fantastic. Oh, look at that. Court Grandeur 9. Very nice. And we can, of course, hold court. Let me maybe deal with this war first. It's gonna take 10 months to siege down. Alright, then how about we just do it now? Alright, first in line approach. Please don't cost me too much money. And welcome to our new throne. Dude, are you kidding me? Again with this? We just did this. Dude, what is wrong with you, man? Unbelievable. Fine. Something more agreeable? Okay, great. Jeez Louise. Hey! Another hero of the frontier. Aw, fantastic. Alright, so whose land will we give you now? Oh. Oh, that's perfect, actually. Yeah, because then, yeah, I don't really want to have to give you money. And this guy's obviously not of the right religion and all that jazz. And he's got a county that he shouldn't. Oh, that is perfect. There you go. Boom. Man, he's not happy. Welcome, good sir. Welcome. Hopefully you will be our new Mariana. My lady, begins my vassal chieftain Suhail, looking very contrite. The last period has been really tough on my domain. Extra expenses were required on every front, and my coffers are sadly empty. It pains me to, but I resolve to appeal to your munificence for help in paying off my debts. I will not forget your generosity in my time of need. No. No, thank you. Like I said, I don't want you to cost me money, and those fuckers just all came to me begging me for money and shit. Unbelievable. Did you see that? Like, just when I said, like, fucking, don't cost me more money, they're like, oh, please, give me more money. I need money. Like, I don't care. Alright. Do we have a... Oh, this is perfect. This is actually perfect. I actually want this to succeed, because then we can revoke their titles and do away with all the having to worry about their cultural conversion and all that jazz stuff. What? Oh, I didn't realize that we were rivals, but okay, sure, I guess. Can we do anything else? We can imprison a whole bunch of criminals. That's my marshal. I don't really want to mess with him right now. Anyone important? My own high priest. Wow, what a bastard. Okay, nothing too crazy there. Oh, shit, I should, yes, my bad. I will be your guardian, Neferetta. Great. Who can we ransom? No, I don't think I would. Oh, these guys. Now, we could do a... I was contemplating on doing a holy war for this county, or this duchy here. And then we can just take all their shit and then eventually unland these dudes and then just ransom them for 100 ducats, but I don't know. I don't know if it's really necessary. Oh, you actually want to fight me? Okay. What if I were to put myself in charge? Although, that does run the risk of... Alright, maybe go with her? No, it's not really... You know what? Yeah, just go with her. That's fine, because she's got all the good traits and all that jazz. Oh shit, we have a new High Shaman, who is not quite as good as I think he could be. That is, if we were to replace him with a lady. Oh, nice. Difference of 7 months. Sounds great. Did you hire mercenaries, or...? My brother husband has informed me of an obscure law in the chiefdom of Karga that states none but the matriarch may be its protector. Normally, such an archaic law would be dismissed, but it offers me a unique chance to put my vassal and current rule of the chiefdom of Karga in his place. Oh, interesting. Alright then, yeah, let's get that claim on his title, and then we can... Ooh, nice. Very nice. I was kind of hoping that he would rebel against me, but... Well, wait, maybe he'll join that faction then, or something. That would be great if he could. Alright, sure. And how long until... Oh, we still haven't even finished that. Still 5 years? Oh, man. Is someone trying to steal my artifacts? Again? Let me guess. It's you, isn't it? Miana. You are absolutely obsessed with my necklace. It's gotta be her. Gotta be. Maybe? I think it would be hilarious if it is her. But, sure. I fucking knew it! You brooding fiend! You sack of shit, Miana! Let it go! Seriously. You are a woman obsessed. Jeez. West for the weary. No, rest for the weary. Sweaty, tired, and angry, and in need of food. A long day of training with the troops is coming to an end. As we search for a place to camp, we spot an old and abandoned castle in the distance. Puffing my chest, I declare, that is where we'll make our camp tonight. The sun is setting, and with every step towards the ruin, it looks more ominous. Before long, the soldiers are whispering about ghosts. Yes, I think we get a chance to find some treasure. Darkness, dampness, and desolation reign inside the castle, and all traces of life are gone. Peering up the decaying stairs, I spot what might be the remnants of lush tapestries and old paintings. Looking down spiraling steps, I see only darkness reaching far down into the ground underneath the castle. Oh, 99% chance of getting 315 ducats. Watch us get the 80 ducats instead. Please don't. Oh, thank goodness. I actually kind of doubted my luck a little bit there, but I'm glad that worked out for us. Fantastic. Okay, so that should be that war done and dusted. Anything else? Aha. I see. Great. Oh, what is this? You have 2 counties? That's unacceptable. Let's take Meroa, because I think that's kind of the more important one, as it were. And you can just rot in our dungeon, I think. Sure. Sounds good. Any other criminals want to be arrested and then maybe have their lives ruined? Oh, nothing new, I guess. That's fine. Okay, so that's gonna take about a month. Great. What? Ah, shit. All right, you know what? Oh, nice. Let's just ransom the other guy, because I'm getting the feeling that he might just book it out of our dungeon. Whoa. Ah, what is this? Oh, what? What? Come on. You could have given us a genius, beautiful granddaughter instead, but no. All right, you know what? You will be also Neferetum the second. I don't know if that's how it actually works, but okay, the less useful one will be named something else. You might just kill her. You know what though? That being said, I don't think we'll have another succession after Isis, so I think it's fine either way. You know what? We'll name you Bakat. There you go. Welcome, Bakat and Neferetum II. Man! What the shit? Could have given me something a little bit better, but no. I guess not. I guess the cards were just not in it. And that is this war done and dusted, I think. Great. Oh, nice. Look at that, you made your own duchy. And that's your county as well. And I suppose I might as well... Oh wait, what duchy did you make? Igbolan? Oh, so... Why are you not upset that, Oh no, he's upset. I see. So I will grant you this vassal. Sure. As well as the other vassal. I think. Unless we... Nah. I was thinking about possibly taking his land too, but that's fine. And I suppose I might as well just give you her too. Because she was essentially just holding land for you, so I think that's fine there. Great. So that's basically the Kingdom of Nuri, and that's going to be done in how long? 11 months still. Okay, so we can go back to founding a new empire, but not just yet. Let's go ahead and maybe go on our pilgrimage. Oh, that's going to be expensive, isn't it? How expensive exactly? Oh, it's not that expensive. Oh, wow. All right, then let's go to... You know what? Let's go to El Fasher. Yeah, since we moved our capital, I guess we might as well. Oh, we have finished household soldiers, so let's move on to bailiffs. And the Egyptians are working on horseshoes. Great. How long until our cultural thing is done? 4 years still? Oh my goodness, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Shit. Okay, doing our empire. Not already planning activity. Oh, we can found a university. If our development in the capital of Cairo is... Oh, nice. We're very far away, but still. What else was I looking for? Shit, was I looking for something? I could have sworn I was. Damn it. I forgot what I was trying to do now. Oh, now the question is, do we grant him independence now, or do we wait until we can flip her culture, because I think if we wait until we flip her... Oh, I wanted to check the... Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so she's had a daughter. Great. So of our dynasty, more importantly. So once we get this child murderated, she'll be in line to receive the throne, and then we can murder her after she's gotten rid of her sickliness. Yeah, that way we'll have a more secure basis for that. And you have you had a child yet? Oh, you have. I see. Okay, cool. And neither of them are spindly, so I guess that worked out there. Fantastic. And you have gotten her pregnant now. Great. Alright, I know we haven't really done too much today, but I think maybe we'll end the episode off here. We'll come back tomorrow and hopefully we'll finish off the recognition of talent and then actually get our culture and empire squared away. Yeah, I apologize for the delay, but, you know. Whoa, what is happening with the Abbasids? Interesting. Seriously, what are you doing that's costing you so much gold per month? Like, how are you so broke? Dude, what the fuck are you doing? Are you ordering your groceries off Sky Mall? Like, what is this guy doing that he's like so broke? Did you invent bankruptcy? I don't get it. Like, what is he trying? What is happening with the opposites? Ah, jeez, that's hilarious. And you guys are inching ever so closer to being able to form the Kingdom of Yemen by yourselves. That is fascinating. Great. Okay, but yeah, let's end the episode off here for now. We will see about the, squaring away of our dynasty here. Okay, so how's this gonna work? So your heir is her, but I think after her, because they are of equal succession, if we can murder down the line, if we can keep murdering down this line, I think we might actually be able to put someone else of our dynasty on the throne there without having to go to war. Yeah, that could be cool, I think. But we'll see. We'll see. And I also might need to plan the assassination of one of my granddaughters, but yeah, very unfortunate that she ended up with that. I was hoping that, I guess if we get Hathor and Neferetem II married off, then maybe we can see some beautiful genius children more in our dynasty. I don't know, we'll see, we'll see. Alright, so for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.